Thursday. We got in the big small tire race. We were just gonna test tonight, but there's not a lot of cars. So I was like, yeah, I'll get in it, man. There's 13 cars. There was a bye. We didn't get it. We got Ryan Martin, pair number 2, down the track. So not only do we test against him, not only do we test with him, not only do we race together all the time, we come to Outlaw Armageddon, and we didn't even draw, and we still drew each other. So we suck. Part of it. So at least one of us is going to the next round. So we're going to go over here. We're going to pick up a tune-up that is entirely too fast to go down this surface, and that's what we're going to put in the car, and we're going to see what happens. We know he's going to go fast, so we got to go fast too. As always, when you race Ryan Martin, you got to lead first, and that's what I'm sticking with. I'm going to lead before him. After that, we'll see if his car drives around mine, because it's got some mile an hour. It's a 4/10 Pro Tree. Hey, I like my chances. There's no delay in this box. I'll still go in shallow. Hey, and I'll just race. Yep. So, yeah, that's what it is. I'll probably end up going second against Ryan. Because you know him, he sits there and he'll boop boop. You know what I mean? That way he's ready. Hey, I kind of like to do that too, though. I don't know. We'll go up there. We're gonna make a pass, and we're gonna see what happens. If we lose, then we make test passes tonight and get ready for the big race on Saturday. Track's not probably ready for all that yet.
Didn't look like it.
No, I just lost the tire a little bit before he did, you know, and then I stuck it again, and out the back it ran good, but it is what it is. So now we'll test.
Was it close at all?
Once we got out there and I stuck it and it actually went, it ran okay, you know.
All right, so here we are. The 55 was at Outlaw Armageddon 10. They call it Outlaw Armageddon X there, whatever you want to call it, X10, same thing. It was my second time ever racing in Outlaw Armageddon. Always love racing the 55. It's just a fun car, you know. With that being said, it's an amazing car for what it is. You know, at the end of the day, we all know what it is. It is a 4,000 to 40. I think it's like 4,200 pounds, something like that. I don't know for sure, but it's a dailyable car. You know, like this thing has AC. It's got back seats. For what Little Gangstas is turning into, everything's evolving. You know, there are full chassis cars that are in Little Gangstas. The 55 did what it could to keep up. So it's really all you can say. I mean, it did what it did. The car did amazing. I feel like I did the best I could as a driver. And every time I go out here and I'm racing the 55, I'm doing whatever, it's just stepping stones for whenever my car gets finished. So with that being said, we had testing on Thursday night, and I made a couple passes, and Going into the first pass, we knew everything was good with the car. Everything should have been fine. We had just changed the oil and the transmission right before we left. Car was 100%. And as we go up there for first round or for first test hit, my first test hit right after my dad raced in the high rollers class, we got up there and I realized that, or Billy realized that I did not put enough air in the tires. Whenever you check the rear tires, we only had 13 pounds in the tires. That's not good for anything on a good surface like that. So we ended up making the hit anyways, just because we were already up there and we didn't have the portable air gun with us. So we ended up just making a pass. Well, that didn't work. We knew it probably wouldn't, just because of the fact that the air was so low in the tires, you know? Like, the car did what it could do, you know, with what we were giving it. The car took off amazing, you know, like it left like it always does. It leaves amazing. But as soon as I left the button, it instantly rattled the tires, instantly shook the tires. So it felt like I was going over speed bumps at 100 miles an hour. So I had to lift, get out of it, and then we went over there and we cooled it off and we got it ready for the next test hit. Well, the second test hit went the exact same as the first one. Literally, video for video, the video looks the exact same. I had to make sure that I didn't put the same video in twice. It did the exact same thing. It immediately, as soon as I left the button, it instantly shook the tires. So now we know that the air pressure isn't the problem. Whenever we were over there talking about it, my dad eventually ended up putting a 7-degree belly half a second in to try to smooth it out where it was chattering the tires at. So we're going to see how that worked. So finally, a good test pass. It's, you know, I keep going back to the car does what it does, you know? As soon as I left the button and it made it past that half a second and it didn't shake the tires at all, it was just smooth the entire way through, very uneventful. The car went a couple tenths off of the Little Gangstas' 5:30 time. But we have a good read on the car, you know? We have some good data. We have some good tune-ups for whenever eventually the Saturday race Little Gangstas does come around. And that basically ends our Thursday. So it was a good test session overall. We found out some stuff. If that pass right there did not make it to the full, you know, didn't make a full A to B pass, then we were going to change the tires out, because obviously these tires have been on here since my first time ever racing the car. Second time. I tested in Kansas City. And then we took changed tires, and then went to Formosa in California. So these tires have been on there since California. So that's a long time. We figured they were good for the weekend at least. So if it did not make an A to B that pass, we were going to change the tires out that night. But now I don't race 55 at all until Saturday. So I'll see y'all then.
So we lost against Ryan. We put a lot in it. The track wouldn't take it. So we went over, we made a bar change, we left the tune-up alone. So we've got to, this tune-up will go if the chassis is correct. And right now, we're just having a hard time getting a handle on the chassis. The car's been fast, but we needed to be, we needed to go every time. So We're going to leave the tune-up alone, make bar changes, and go from there. That was better. It was on the plot, still pretty hard. But I think that might be a move in the right direction. But there's certain things that I've got to do with this car. I don't remember. I thought we had carbon brakes all the way around on this, and I'm pretty positive that we do. The front brakes aren't great. You hit the brakes and the steering wheel starts shaking real bad, and we need to get out and race this car and figure out the stuff that is happy versus what's not. What, you got to read it off of that?
Well, yeah, 'cause it's in my notes.
Those are good notes.
This week's question of the week is actually which street outlaw said this quote, and you got to guess who said it.
Like original street
Any kind
outlaw?
of street outlaw.
Anybody, huh?
Anybody.
Okay.
Could be anybody.
Yeah, it could be. Everybody's street outlaws.
Yeah. All right, you ready for the quote?
Sure.
All right. His head's huge. I don't see how that guy fits in his car. Everyone, including me, wants to see Sean go down.
Doc said it.
Oh my gosh. Will Hoyt?
Go down.
Bobby.
There are so many of them, though.
Everyone's street outlaw. Say Kayla. Go on.
What?
Say Kayla. Yeah, go ahead. Say Kayla. Say
It
Kayla.
probably would be Kayla. Love her to death, but she loves to say the truth. Bobby Ducote.
I remember it being said, but I don't remember who said it. You don't know? Monza.
Am I supposed to tell you who said that?
Yes.
Dog.
Chuck. Wasn't Chuck?
It was,
So hang on, don't tell me. Dang. I would have never guessed that.
I know, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
It was my BFF.
Yeah, your BFF said it.
Yeah, that was before he was my
I was
BFF.
trying to figure out who.
I said Doc.
I thought Doc, but then I didn't. But this is how I justified no Doc.
Big head Doc.
Yes.
I thought it was Bobby Ducote.
Yeah, there was 2 guesses for Bobby. And
Oh,
then he said
I was
Sean
thinking.
Wilhoit
I was
for some
thinking
reason.
only 405. So.
Yes. He said Sean Wilhoit.
How'd you dig that up?
I was literally just looking. I looked up most outrageous street outlaws quotes ever. And I was trying to find some. And then I get the Doc kissing the sister and all that kind of
No,
stuff.
that definitely was up there.
And everybody would know
Ridiculous.
that one.
Yeah.
Everyone would know that one.
Yeah.
And then I just looked back at people racing my dad, and I just see people didn't even say anything. That was crazy enough. Going crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was first take.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry to disappoint you.
Nah, you're good.
I thought maybe it was Chuck.
All right, it is Friday, and for some reason, you thought we're not doing nothing today. We should race.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we weren't gonna race today, but we're at a racetrack. So we drew Reed, and he has that fast little Daytona. I think it's a Hemi Pro Charge deal. He got second in the big Kentucky race, the $100,000 race that we did this year, and the car's fast. It's hot outside. We threw something in it. We'll go up here and see if it'll go. If it'll go, it'll be fast. If it'll go, it's hot out. We'll see. Off and everything.
He's got that car that works.
Hey, how bad is it that I feel like now that we're the underdogs because we don't have nitrous? And there's like 4 or 5 cars that have the same combination as us out here with nitrous. And I can't imagine, we've done so much to turn this thing down. I can't imagine trying to spray nitrous right now. We're not even close to be able to spray nitrous. We could do a lot. We could take weight out of the car. I get it, man. Spray it out the back on the big end, but hey, he was out on me the whole pass until the end. Yeah, we mile an hour'd him. So, all right, man, I'll see y'all down there. Car made a good lick. We went out there, we raced the Bear Trap car, the Daytona, and it's fast. We weren't gonna hold anything back. So we knew that we would make a good pass if the car went. And by the time they cleaned everything up from the marbles that got put out there, the sun went down, and I don't know that it would have taken that tune up whenever we initially put it in the car, but sun went down and it took it. So he got out on us early. Everything that Ryan said he did to him last night, he was out on Ryan early. Ryan drove around him on the big end. He was out on us early, and then we went around him on the big end. So car made a good pass, and we're happy with it. We just need to keep on going, do what we do. I said, man, I think your old nose snuck up underneath. And he said, dude, there ain't no doubt about it. He said, when my wind light come on, I promise you I was more surprised than what you were. And I said, man, I was pretty surprised when your wind light came on. It was a good race. Yeah. It is what it is. Like, car's fast. I told him, I said, you was out on me at half track, and then I started coming around. He goes, man, everything this car does is to the half track. And then after that, it is what it is. I said, I started catching you, and I felt like I went around, and he goes, what are you gonna do, It is what it is. All right, guys, it's Saturday here at Outlaw Armageddon 10. It's hot, about like Outlaw Armageddon. When you think of Outlaw Armageddon, you think hot, and that's where we're at right now. So, we drew the snot. Is it snot rocket or is it snot the snot car? It just says snot on the side.
It's a snot rocket.
Does not say snot rocket.
On the front windshield, it says snot rocket.
Okay, well on the side of the car it says snot. So, you know, it didn't matter. We could get him or we could get any of the other cars that are out here. We're going to go out there, we're going to run the same tune-up, and we're going to try to get down the track. It's hot, it's greasy, and everybody knows that on the small tire, we're not great when the sun's out. And that's part of our plan to get better with this car and this combination. We don't feel like in the heat of the day we have the suspension where it needs to be, but the car still runs okay. So we're gonna go out there, we're gonna run okay if it goes, and we're gonna try to get this first round win, and that way we can pour it to it whenever the sun starts to go down. So other than that, we're gonna go up. Little Gangstas is right now, and we're gonna see how that goes.
All right, so they're starting to call Little Gangsters pairing to the lanes. Car is full up. All I need to do is put ice in it, and we are good to go. So I don't know the guy who I got. I know his name is Michael Toller, something like that. I don't think he was at the drivers meeting whenever they called us. I couldn't figure out who it was. All I know is I'm pair number 20. So that's a lot of cars going on the track before I do. Should get pretty good out there. The track looks good. It feels good. It's just hot, you know. Once the sun goes down, it's going to get way better for sure. But we're going to go out here. If the car makes it, if it makes a full A to B pass, it won't go faster than a 50. So either I'm going to get outran, or the car's going to spin, or we're going to go second round. Either way, it's going to be a good time, so we're going to see what happens.
Slingshot engaged.
Well, it wasn't uneventful. We went out for E1 and we had sticker tires on the car. About halfway through my burnout, I remembered that I had sticker tires. I don't like doing a big long burnout on 28s. So I should have sat on them for a little while, cooked them a little bit, and we went out there, we knocked the tire off. I pedaled it what felt like 18 times, but we still got the win. So, and now we look and see who we get for second round, and it's been a couple rounds since I raced Ryan. So I'm gonna race Ryan in E2 here. So I'll cook the tires a little bit, we'll do a good burnout. I'm gonna try to cut a light, but at the end of the day, we got the same combination. His is probably a little bit more lined out than mine, and he's spraying it on the big end, so it is what it is. So I saw him smoke the tires last night, so that's what's good about small tire stuff, is literally it could be just a pedal fest. So we're gonna go out there and we're gonna see what happens, but draw Ryan like clockwork, so it is what it is.
All right, so I thought we were done for the day. I lost first pair, lost first round of Little Gangsters, and Then I'm sitting around, I'm like, man, I'm done for the day. I'm gonna load the car up, just watch my dad race and all that. And then it turns out they're having a buyback race for anyone that lost first and second round. So obviously we got into that, but we know that these tires are not gonna last much longer. So we went ahead and went over to, I forgot his name, sorry. The guy that drives the Devil's Blue Mustang. He's got tires here. We got some of the new Hoosier DR3s. Pretty sure that's what they're called. Pretty positive. They're on it right now. They suck to mount. They suck to get up underneath the 55. But we're going to see what happens. I got them at 20 pounds right now. And it's either going to go or it's not, you know. This is, at the end of the day, this is just seat time. Get ready for the 55, or ready for the Chevelle. So we'll see what happens. So that's them right there. There's some really good looking tires. Very, very stiff sidewall. Way stiffer than the ones we pulled off. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna do a really long burnout. You know, they're sticker tires, so do a really long burnout, get them nice and hot, and then we'll see what happens. Spark plug wires are all.
Yeah, they're all
Sure.
on, hey, for what I can feel.
Hey, get the clip off for a second. Get the clip off.
You got time to get the clip off, guys. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
It was open and then got let go.
No, this is where you need the electric blower to cool them off.
Oh man, we have a blower back at our place.
That's the move right there, electric blower.
That'll get enough. They can get your rig and everything.
Plug wires are all on.
Yes.
We got like a little small rig.
Injectors. Yeah, let's put the clip back on, fire it up, it pops again.
You got all the holes on that side?
All right, hey, he's gonna fire it up
Go
real
ahead,
quick.
send it.
Go ahead, off.
Calm me down. Really?
Actually, that's. Oh,
Holy
it
shit.
just hit the tire.
Holy shit. How did it find? It found ground through the rubber. You see it sparking though?
I heard it.
Yeah, that's sparking.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. What ain't the coil, the plugs, or the wires?
We can put a new driver on and test it real quick. Fire it up.
How many of these are supposed to be lit up over here? Right now.
That's right. This one's your starter and this one's your light.
Okay.
that wraps up Outlaw Armageddon 10. As you guys saw in that last clip, my dad did not end up making a pass against Ryan. The car was popping really bad on the line. We didn't know why, so there was no point in making a pass, hurting the car even more, just to race Ryan, who my dad races every single weekend anyways. So it was a great time. It always was a great time. It was a really fun weekend at Outlaw Armageddon. It always is. I want to start off by saying that I apologize that this video is not up to my standards as well as the standards of the 187 Customs channel. I need to do better at getting the content whenever I am also racing at the same event. It is my fault. It will not happen again. But with that being said, the weekend was fun, man. It was just a good time, you know. A lot of funny moments. It was a good time. The question of the week was fun. I enjoyed that. The quotes. Let me know if y'all want to see some more stuff like that, or some questions maybe you guys want to see in the comments. I read all of those. So if you guys see anything that you guys want, put it in the comments down below. While we're here talking about it, make sure you go to www.themurdernova.com. Pick up a shirt. You know, there's all good kinds of shirts on there. If you want to support more than just wearing the shirt once a week, buy a hat. You can wear a hat every single day. You can buy koozies, keychains, anything you want. Get your wife a bumper sticker for her car, a 187 Customs bumper sticker for her car. Anything to support, guys, please. I promise you won't regret it. So this weekend, to wrap it up, I'm going on and on and on. But just to wrap it up, this weekend was fun. The 55 did amazing. The OG car, I feel like, proved a lot for itself. We just haven't gotten it all lined out, you know? The car is going to be competitive, and the car works. We just haven't had enough time out testing it to actually show its full potential. So with that being said, that's going to end this video right here. Make sure you like and subscribe and see what else comes out in the future.